Hello everybody, welcome back to The Walking Dead Our World. My name is Longer James, you can call me either one, and today we are going to be going over some advanced tips. Some of these tips are helpful to use your resources the best you can, while others will help you beat those very high threat missions or raider missions that have raiders that have more than 300 strength over your team, that you'd probably fail without these kind of tips. So without further ado, let's get into them. One of them is to hold back your leveling. This might seem strange, but the difficulty of the missions seem to be based around your player level, and player level, most of your experience and your leveling comes from upgrading your cards. So a good idea would actually be only upgrading specific cards that you need or use very often. So in my case, my team or my group hangs around Bronze 3. We try not to go to Silver because we don't have enough active members to complete 2 challenge cards in Silver 1 to keep staying in Silver, so we just go down to the Bronze Tier 3 and we do 2 of the challenge boards in Tier 3, and then we also try to get the 3rd round of packs so we can get more cards, but we don't actually finish all of them to move into Silver, so that the next week we can start and just be in Bronze 3 again. So the only cards you want to upgrade are probably your snipers for doing raiders, as well as your best sniper that can help you kill armored walkers and some heavy walkers. I would actually use the snipers for killing heavy walkers as opposed to the assault rifle characters. The melee heroes are pretty good. Michonne's probably the best one if you can get her follow-through power-up, which I'll go over the power-ups in more detail on which ones are the best ones. But Michonne's really good, as well as her legendary counterpart. I have her. A lot of the characters in here are characters I would advise to not upgrade, like Carl Grimes, Glenn Rhee, Abraham, and Morgan. Their powers don't really help a lot, like the wrestler power is not very good. These ones just kind of get you more money, so if you're fine with trying to get more money but not actually being very helpful in the encounters, then you can go ahead and use him. But I find that Carl Grimes is like the worst one. He just recovers faster, but he's not actually all that useful. So I would avoid upgrading those guys. Most of the common characters I would avoid upgrading, unless you're just like barely starting the game and they're like your only option. But other than the melee character, like Will Briggs, I think he's the one that you get in the beginning, and then the rare characters that you're starting to get around level 6, just go and upgrade Carol, Michonne, and Daryl, and William Briggs, or Will Briggs. Those guys are probably the most useful, as well as Carol, Michonne, and Daryl, I believe, are used for all those starting quests. The only other person that's really useful for quests or for anything else would be Sasha. She's used in the Silver 1 quest, but it's really hard to complete those. But she is still good for killing raiders, as well as the other legendary snipers, which is Daryl and Carol. Legendary Daryl has some of the best skills, so if you get him, power up his damage abilities that he gets, those are really good. And Carol's are also really good. She has double chance and finishers. That's pretty good, just adding more damage. So some of the combat tactics that I want to go over are learning how to target specific things. So fast walkers are probably going to be on your highest priority. They can get really close up to your hero and to you really fast, and if you leave them alive longer, they kind of pick up speed, as well as the next ones that you want to focus on are probably the regular walkers, because they're the second fastest, or any of the walkers that are really close to you or your hero. You don't want to let them corner your hero, because then they start struggling and not hitting anything or shooting anything. And then if they go down, then that's going to be a lot worse for you, because then you're going to be fighting all by yourself. And if you're doing a survivor quest, always help your hero first, because then your hero can help assist you in saving the survivor. I mean, if the survivor dies, that kind of sucks, but it's not as bad if your hero doesn't get injured, because then you don't have to waste medkits on them. The next important walkers to start targeting after that is any of the walkers that are attacking a survivor. That's of course if you're only in survivor encounters. There might be some zombies or walkers further in the back, but most of the time, if you're struggling a little bit, the walkers are gonna all reach the survivor at that point, and you can just deal with them. And lastly would be the heavier armored walkers. Just because they're the slowest, usually they're not going to pose too much of a threat. You can deal with all the trash, weak zombies that have low health around them, and then focus on those guys. Assault rifles, heroes don't do that much damage even against the heavy fat walkers, so I suggest that you be the one, be equipped with the assault rifle and just shoot him in the face a lot. And the best hero to actually deal with the heavy armored, the heavy walkers would be melee heroes. Actually, melee heroes are actually a lot better with dealing with heavy walkers rather than the assault rifle heroes. And the best tactic I find to fight heavy walkers would be just use an assault rifle or a handgun and kill all of the normal walkers around the heavy armored, the armored walkers, and let the sniper hero that you have deal with the armored walkers. So another combat tip would be to fight with your hero and learn how to kind of work in sync with them. Learn how your hero fights, and learn how to complement them. If they have special abilities like follow through and finisher, which follow through is deals 20% more damage if they kill something, and the finisher, they do 10% more damage if the enemy is already damaged. So if you're in an encounter where your hero can't one-shot an enemy, soften up the enemy first, and they will be able to get that finisher damage bonus, which will likely let them one-shot kill the enemy. And if they have the follow-through ability, this will likely let them kill everything else after that without you helping them anymore. And then you can focus on killing other targets. Fat and armored walkers may break the follow-through ability as they have more health and they may not die by the bonus damage, so soften up those first or just kill them so your hero can continue plowing through the regular walkers. And lastly, for a combat tip, familiarize with your weapons. Pistols and assault rifles are the easiest to use, as you can just tap fire and then they don't have any spread. Assault rifles only have spread if you go full auto with them, and you usually don't want to do that, or you won't be doing that unless walkers are close up in your face, but usually at that point you're kind of already in trouble and probably gonna die. So just tap fire with them, get headshots, and you'll be fine. Shotguns and submachine guns have a high amount of spread, so either spray or tap into crowded walkers to make sure all the pellets or bullets hit something so that you're getting the damage in instead of missing, or aim at the walker's upper chest or neck area, and some of the bullets should hit their head, and the rest of the body, the rest of the bullets will probably hit their body or arms. Some building restrictions that you want to build around is the maximum space you can reach and interact your buildings with are 200 meters. So I accidentally put this trading post a little bit too far away that I can reach. So I probably should have put it somewhere between here and here, which is 150 meters, 180 meters. I had other buildings that were like right behind my house, and another one that was kind of like where the struggling survivor is over there. And besides having them like within your own reach, if you know that there's some people in your neighborhood that play, place your most valuable buildings, such as the trading post, in a good intersection that other people in your neighborhood should be able to reach it, which I was trying to put it over there, but I put it too far away from myself again. And just make sure that people in your neighborhood can help you out with that. As opposed to like over here, there's a dead end. Like you wouldn't want to put the, your important building over there where people can't help you protect it by putting survivors in there. So now I want to go over the best hero abilities and weapon abilities to spend your tokens, your trading tokens, and your weapon mod tokens on. So your best hero abilities are some of the ones that I already mentioned, like the follow through ability that does 20% extra damage after killing an enemy, and this can trail on, so after they already kill something and they kill something with the follow through ability, they can just keep using the follow through ability again and again, which is really useful because if you didn't have that ability, say you're having a very hard time getting through some level 10 zombies, and then you get that follow through ability, and now maybe you can start taking on the next level. You can start taking on level zombies or walkers. Even without difficulty, you could take them out with relative ease. Actually, after I got that ability, it was pretty easy. As long as you know to, like I said before, help out your hero, make them maximize their follow-through abilities. And then, so the characters or heroes that have that ability are Michonne, the legendary Michonne, legendary Daryl, and the common melee hero May Campbell. She's you get her later in the game when I believe you're like level 10 or something, but she also has it, and that's actually really good. And I would actually recommend upgrading the common melee heroes if you're playing a lot and your heroes like Carol and Michonne are injured and you don't want to use medkits, then you could switch out your melee heroes and use May Campbell and the other melee hero, Will Braggs. Both of those are pretty decent characters, especially when you get their hero abilities. The other good hero ability is Finisher, which does 10% extra damage to damaged enemies. And the characters who have that are Daryl Dixon, legendary Carol, and the common hero Will Braggs. It's really useful that you get the hero ability Finisher for Daryl Dixon, because in the bronze challenges that I'm assuming that most people are gonna be stuck on. Daryl Dixon is in many of the win X number of encounters with him. So getting those hero abilities on him will help with that a lot. And the other hero ability that's really good, I've only seen so far, which is on Legendary Michonne, is the Slayer ability, which does 50% extra damage to walkers. So on to best weapon mods. So if you're still stuck in bronze to silver area, most of those missions just use the common and rare weapons, so focus on those. You don't have to worry about spending your tokens on the epic weapons. You can also see that I haven't even upgraded any of my epic weapons. If you're gonna be skipping weapons, just go straight to legendary at that point. If you're gonna be like, say you already finish your challenges for your rare or common weapons, and you still have some more quests to, I don't know, kill some specific zombies or rescue some people or use a hero to clear some quests, then you would go ahead and use your strongest weapon, which it would be maybe your legendary weapons, or maybe if you upgraded your epic weapons a lot, then use those instead of your rare and common weapons that you no longer need for your challenges since you completed them. And usually the legendary weapons, because they'll have good abilities since they can have so many. Some weapon mods to avoid spending your tokens into would be the assault rifle mods. Trigger happy, which just lets you fire faster, but like I said before, you don't really need to go full auto and fire really fast unless the zombie's already kind of in your face, and that's also after your hero dies. So if your hero's dead and zombies are in your face, you're kind of already in trouble, so you don't really need it. But unfortunately for the rare assault rifle, and I think, yeah, and for the epic assault rifle as well, you unfortunately have to get those first. They put those mods in front of the other mods, so you have to get those first before you can get the other ones. Same thing for the rare one. You can't get the critical damage unless you get the trigger happy, so you can't really avoid it. But unless you have enough tokens to spend to reach those back ones, I would just get the mods for other weapons first. For the Falcon pistol, the silencer mod isn't too great. Spending 2 tokens to get 2 shots in combats with it in the beginning isn't really useful. But if you do end up getting it, learn how to use it properly. After you take your time and get the free headshots with it, very quickly use up the remaining 4 or 2 bullets, depending on if you got only one of the silencer skill or 2 of them. Use up the remaining bullets really quickly so that you start reloading your pistol, since you can't reload after firing however many silence bullets you have to have a full clip. So make sure you shoot off those extra rounds really fast and then reload so you get a full magazine ready to go as soon as possible. Don't slowly shoot the 2 bullets or the last 4 bullets thinking that they're still silenced, because they won't be. And for the shotgun mods, I accidentally bought upgraded the shotgun, the Anvil shotgun with the right side bullets. That was really bad because it made that shotgun practically useless for rescuing survivors, because survivors are kind of like far away from you, and then if zombies are attacking from far away, then the shotgun just misses a lot. So I don't know if I'm going to upgrade the jackhammer shotgun with the spread and reload. I don't think the reload mod might not be worth it if you're sacrificing your spread, even if it does more damage per pellet of the shotgun. It's not really worth it, so I would avoid upgrading those. The SMG doesn't really have any mods that you want to avoid. They just give you more reload speed and more damage, so go nuts with SMGs. Upgrade those with your mods. The epic and legendary mods have some specific or unique mods to them, which are bonus damage to your heroes, or it's support damage to your heroes, and each weapon type has support to a specific type of hero. So pistols support shotgun heroes more. The legendary one has 2 of them, so legendary weapons get 2 support slots, or at least that's how it is for the pistol. I don't have the other legendary weapons, so I don't know. Assault rifle gives bonus damage to submachine guns. Submachine guns give bonus damage to assault rifle heroes, and shotguns give bonus damage to sniper rifle heroes. So if all legendary weapons do have the same bonus damage to their hero typing as their epic counterparts do, then the legendary shotgun will probably be one of the best weapons to bring in a raider mission, because sniper heroes are the best heroes to include or bring along in a raider mission, simply because they do so much damage, and usually they can 2-shot the raiders even if they're hiding behind their boxes or whatever. So giving them 40% extra damage with the two of these kind of sniper support mods would be really, really good. Even though the shotgun would not actually be directly doing any damage to the raiders, but having like 2 or 4 sniper heroes on your team with that 40% extra damage would probably be better than you having any weapon or any other weapon fighting the raiders by yourself. That's all for this video. I do have another tip video if you guys want to watch that. It heads it's about which in-app purchases are the best, explaining weekly challenges, the weapon strength of each versus each type of zombies, and I'll post a link of that in the descriptions down below. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want to see more content from me, please click the little bell for notifications. If you didn't like it, please leave me some constructive criticism in the comments down below so I can make better videos. If you guys think I missed anything in this video, any tips, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Hopefully other people can read it and help them out. Thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!